Hello to everyone in the internet, and you are watching Culture Shock, the only show on the internet that knows how to separate an issue of culture from an issue of politics. See my glorious mane? I love my hair. I love my hair with my medium length hair. I'll eventually have it long, have a little ponytail in the back, low ponytail. Very medieval style. Be cool. Anyway. So today on Culture Shock, substitute teacher Jim Firkin was caught firkin around. He got banned from school after thanking students for joining in on the Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah. He got fired and banned from teaching at the school for thanking them for doing the Pledge of Allegiance. Talking about how, you know, the soldiers that go to fight for your freedom, yada yada. He was firking around, telling him that, so what he said was bullying because two of the students who didn't do it complained and said it made them feel bad. Good grief, oh my... Ugh! What? Thanking students who participated was bullying to those who didn't. What you Firkin talking about? To Jim Firkin, I apologize for using your last name as a pun, but it's just too good. I have to. It's entertaining. Yeah. This is terrible, okay? This is complete, pure idiocy. This is PC culture to the nth degree. Because a couple of students found other students who did participate in the pledge being thanked as offensive. How absolutely absurd. Went to the office and complained to the principal, and now the guy's banned from teaching in their school. When he did nothing wrong. Ugh. Mind you, at the same time, I find the Pledge of Allegiance is actually kind of creepy. A little creepy. No other country in the world does anything like it. Only we do it. And many foreigners who come here to become citizens, they get their citizenship and they put their kids in our public schools, and then they hear about the Pledge of Allegiance from their kids, and they actually think it's kind of creepy. That is a fact. They actually think it's creepy. And it is. You're basically asking children to pledge allegiance to a country when at that age, most of the time, they're not old enough to really understand what a country is, or what politics are, or what it even means. So it kind of looks like, it may not necessarily be, but it kind of looks like pre-programming and brainwashing. Yet at the same time, what they did to Mr. Firkin for firking around by thanking the students who participated and essentially ignoring those that didn't. That is not something to get fired over and banned from working there. That's stupid. Ugh. And I still have to do a rant on the Culture Shock Aftershock, and I am going to rant about why the public school system is completely fucked up and totally abhorrent in every possible way. So, look forward to that later today. Moving on. Upload time for that should be about the same time as this. Moving on. The California wildfires have now estimated to have left 71 dead and over 1,000 missing. And as always, to those in Washington and Oregon, please be listening out for air pollution warnings. That is very important. Moving on. A man here in Washington has received less than 3 years for the raping of a female high school student who was dying of a drug overdose at the time and sharing lewd photos of her. And less than 3 years. Around 2 or 3 months, I heard. 96 days, something like that. I'm just like, What in the actual fuck? This guy's name was Brian Varela, and he has been ultimately charged for second-degree manslaughter and third-degree rape, and unlawful disposal of remains. Swell guy. Real nice. Can't believe I live in a state where things like that can happen. Ugh. What the fucking hell, right? Brian Varela, rot in hell. Rot in hell. Ugh. Sickening. He should have got a much more severe sentence than that. He must have had a real good lawyer, or they just didn't care. The court system is one of the worst parts of this country. It's absolutely nightmarish. One of these days I'm going to have to talk about how messed up this country really is. Moving on, reluctantly. I just didn't have much more to say. Betsy DeVos, D-E-V-O-S. Betsy DeVos, redefining sexual harassment under Article 9. In an attempt to overhaul school proceedings on sexual harassment, adding a broader definition for sexual harassment than the Obama era Article 9 did, and also allowing the accused to cross-examine the accuser during hearings. Though only a proposal, this is amazing. I'm happy to hear this. Literally, it's going to make it harder for false accusations to go through. And if a false accusation is made, they are now allowed to cross-examine the accuser and possibly get cleared of any wrongdoing. I hope this goes through, because this will save a lot of men's lives from being ruined by third-wave feminism and all the false accusations that exist. So I hope that this actually goes through. I really do. I'm assuming that Betsy DeVos has some level of weight and social influence that she can get this proposal to pass, because the abuses have been legendary, and it is Obama's fault. That man was the worst president we ever had. Moving on. Instagram has had a legendary password fail like no other, as their data download tool had some glitch in it that ended up exposing user passwords. Supposedly by accident. They say it was by accident, but I doubt it, because there's been similar accidents like this before with companies like Facebook and Google, the Alphabet company. I have doubts that it was an actual accident, and in fact may have been a bizarre form of data mining, because accidents like this seem to happen a lot in these companies. Except for Amazon, they're the exception. Although I think there might have been one accident involving Amazon. So I'm skeptical that it was actually an accident. But I'll leave that to myself for now and just give you the raw facts. That it was their data download tool, and that apparently accidentally released exposing user passwords, a very small number, like maybe only less than 2% of its users. But that's still a lot of people. And apparently the accident arose from the failings of a data protection bill from the EU that essentially helped to create the security glitch in the first place. I don't know why the EU carries so much weight with these mainstream tech companies. What is with that? I mean, aren't they American companies? What the furk? Sorry, Jim Firkin. Sorry, it's just your name. It's amazing. I have to. They told the users about the accident. They let them know about it. But that could just be plausible deniability for what I suspect it is, which is a bizarre form of data mining. I mean, it could be. You don't know. I think it is. But I don't know that for certain. But the fact that there's been several accidents like this within Facebook and the Alphabet company, sometimes concurrent, and several of this nature, they either have the worst data security in the world, or something is going on. So naturally, I'm a little skeptical. So yeah, just something to consider. Anyway, folks, tschüss.